So, on a scale from 1 to 10, how confident are you that there's no God?
10.
Oh, well, then 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. I didn't want you. I only want you to move if you think you have to
Maybe
move.
it's just the fear of this statement being strong and I guess it's just
Okay, where are we?
Regent's Park.
In
London.
what country?
London, England, United Kingdom.
God exists. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. You disagree. Why do you disagree that God exists?
No proof. Just like leprechauns don't exist. We're just matter. We're just pieces of meat with brains inside. And we die, we rot to the ground. We are the universe.
Okay, let me ask you a question, if I may. So, you said that the belief in God is equivalent to the belief in leprechauns, correct?
Correct, in the way that, there's just no proof whatsoever.
Okay. But if I asked you if leprechauns existed, what line would you be on?
Well, yes, I would be here.
Okay, so why aren't you there for God?
Because I would say, I'll describe myself as agnostic, not atheist. Because we don't have a definite answer as to how all of this began. And until we do, I'm not going to be here. But there is no God.
Okay, I think I'm having trouble tracking the conversation. So, you're on the disagree for God, and there's I don't want to put words in your mouth. Is it fair to say there's no evidence whatsoever for God?
There is no evidence whatsoever for God.
Is it fair to say there's no evidence whatsoever for the Easter Bunny?
Yes.
You know what the Easter Bunny? Do you have that over
correct.
there? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say there's no evidence whatsoever for leprechauns?
No evidence whatsoever.
Okay, so again, why are you, when I asked you for God, why aren't you on strongly disagree?
Okay, if we say specifically the existence of God and we exclude belief systems, we exclude faith as separate from a religion, then yes, I would be here. God
Well, what's
specifically.
preventing you from moving?
It's a good question. We don't have enough answers science-wise for me to be this confident about this. But that's funny because I'm confident that there is no God. If there is no God, I would stand here. Yeah, 100%.
So, on a scale from 1 to 10, how confident are you that there's no God?
10.
Oh, well, then 10.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, I didn't want you. I only want you to move if you think you have to
Maybe
move.
it's just the fear of this statement being strong and I guess it's just yeah.
But you're not afraid of the statement being strong if it's about leprechauns.
No.
So why would you be afraid of the statement being strong?
Maybe respect. Just socially, I don't want to be walking around and telling everyone, listen, this is my opinion. This is there's no God, and telling everyone, coming up to everyone. Just like I don't like how some religious groups come up to others and try to convince them,
Right.
Against their will. I don't want to do that to others.
But you're not coming up to anyone. We're having a
Oh,
conversation.
yeah, exactly. So I should have been here.
Right. So you're concerned about truth, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. So you're on strongly agree. What would it take to move you to the disagree? Evidence, argument, or reason?
I don't think you could provide any factual evidence to move me there. I think you could only move me there in terms of tolerance, acceptance, or cultural relevance of God, not actual evidence. Cultural relevance, I will admit, religion has helped us many times in centuries, and also done.
Some religions.
Some religions have helped us, some religions have done horrible things, or both. But yeah, I just think you can't eliminate the cultural relevance of it, but you can definitely factually disprove.
Would you be persuaded by arguments for existence? Like you had said before, nobody knows how we got here, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know some parts of it, we don't know.
And would you agree that it's at least possible that God could be an explanation?
Would you agree if it's at least possible that God could be? Okay. God in today's terms, no. There's no way. But God, and if we're calling, at this point we can call anything God. Anything that we don't know, we can call God from now.
Okay. What if I define God as, I think I have to sneeze, hold on. Don't say bless you.
Just say pineapple. Just don't sneeze.
Sorry about that. What if we define God as the being that created the universe? Can we just agree on that as a quick
The
placeholder?
wrong part of this is the being.
Okay. The entity. A thing that created the universe.
Well, yeah, that's a theory. That's your theory now.
No, it's not my theory.
Well,
I'm
okay.
just throwing it out as a placeholder.
Okay. Well,
Is it at least possible that a thing that people call God created the universe? Is that possible?
it's not impossible, but it's more possible that it didn't happen that way than it is to me.
Okay. So,
I have a theory to replace that.
what? Please tell me.
One of the I think it was Hawking. It was about how black holes with the strong gravity and singularity can create such strong gravitational pull. They bend time and space, and so the theory was that multiple universes are created through black holes being the portals to those universes. That's some theory, obviously.
Okay. So let's use that. So let's just say that that's theory one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that theory two is God.
Yes.
And let's say that there's some theory three that we have no idea what it is. At least I'm not smart enough to know what it is. I don't know if you're a particle physicist. I've never seen you before. So let's say that we have that theory, the God theory, and then some other theory or some other set of theories. Is the fact that God could be a relevant explanation, is the possibility of that sufficient to move you to disagree?
Yes, that's why I guess I stood there in the first place. Because, yeah, it's not, you can't completely, you can deny and you can disprove all you want, but then we still don't have answers. So that's what people often go the length and when they actually, there's this argument, atheists and then.
Okay, so if it's possible that God is an explanation for the creation of the universe, then it would seem that the most rational line would be to disagree.
Yes, more than strongly disagree. We can move back.
Well, it's up to you.
You're trying to move me there.
I'm not trying to move you anywhere.
No way.
I'm just seeing I'm seeing if you've calibrated your belief to the reasons you have for the belief. But let's take a look at this. So we now have the idea that there are three theories. Theory one, theory two is God, and theory three is something we don't know about.
Yeah.
Small penis. So my question to you is, how likely is the God explanation for that?
Out of the three?
Yeah.
The least. Whatever the third one is.
Okay, we don't know the third one, but it's lower than the one we don't know.
Yeah, quite possible.
Okay, is it lower than 1%?
We have three. Is it lower than 1%? It's lower than 3%, not than 1.
But that assumes that they're equally...
Well, no. Can't tell you the percentage. What's that question
But it's
aiming
high,
to?
but it's high. Well, it's if you tell me that it's lower than 1%, then you should move to the strongly disagree.
No, it's not. I mean, if you put 100 theories there, well, then it's not going to be 1%. That's what I'm telling you. It's not.
So it's less than 1%.
I think it's less than all the others.
Okay, so let's say, you remember how we said the third one? Let's say that there's a basket of theories in there of 100. Like Lawrence Krauss's theory, Victor Stanger's theory, there are all these theories, but we just used the placeholder as number 3. Mm-hmm. So now we have 100 theories, and we know the God theory is less than 1%.
Let's do that.
Okay, no, but is that a reasonable thing? Is that reasonable?
I said least of the 3. Not necessarily less than 1%.
Okay. If it's let's run with
33.3.
Okay, so I guess my question is, how low would it have to be to move you back to the strongly disagree?
Well, yeah, around 1%. That's if you would say.
So
less than 1%, then that's so if we have 3 and so the rest 2 are taking up, 99 point something percent, then yeah, I would move here.
And how would we figure out what the percentage of that would be?
No idea. How would you quantize the percentage of a possibility of a theory that we don't know?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know. No idea.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like to think about it. One of my biggest problems with a lot of people, religious or not, but a lot of people, is lack of questioning. And yeah, this is what we're doing right now. Is
Correct.
thinking about, because I'm open. I'm like, listen.
You're open to go. You're open to.
No, not well. I'm open to go everywhere. If you can convince me to go there, then
What you mean to the neutral?
anywhere.
What would it take for you to move to the neutral?
I don't know. I have no idea. If I knew, I would probably be there. But
Well, let me. Could it be an internal feeling?
an internal feeling. See, I don't believe in that happening. I don't have that.
But if you felt something, because we have the testimony, for example, in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, we have the unequivocal testimony of yogins who claim to have died and re-entered the human womb consciously. So we have the testimony of people who believe things very strongly. Mm-hmm. Would somebody's testimony convince you to move to the slightly disagree?
In the way of respecting them, I would I would not move here at all. My opinion wouldn't change.
So testimony won't do it?
No, I don't trust that.
Testimony of other people. What about your own testimony if something happened to you?
Well, if something happened to me, I could move there for all I know. If something really spiritual happened to me, I just don't believe that will ever happen. I don't believe this has ever happened to anyone, in fact.
Okay, let me ask you a question then. Let's say something like that did happen to you and you'd want to move.
Yeah.
Why should you move? How would you know that it was actually God?
I don't understand the question. Like, how would I know that's actually God?
Yeah, let's say...
I wouldn't know that's God.
Okay, so if you wouldn't know it's God...
I would probably try and relate it to science as much as possible.
Okay, so if you wouldn't know it's God, then your personal experience should not move you.
Yes.
And if your personal experience should not move you, is it not rational to agree that personal experience is not a reliable guide to whether or not there's a God?
Personal experience is not a reliable guide at all, in a lot of things, actually. For example...
But specifically God.
Well, yeah. I think God is a very personal thing in the first place.
So is it reasonable to rule out personal experience in terms of where one would be on the line?
Yes. I like to do that, actually.
Okay. So we can rule that out. So now, what about feeling states? That's also what I meant. Mm-hmm. So like if you feel it really strong, it doesn't mean there's a God.
It can mean it to you, doesn't mean objectively.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
100% I respect anyone's opinion on how they feel about God. Like if it helps you, then yes, I need to go.
Oh my God, right? Your girlfriend's calling
you. Can you imagine? Anyway,
all right.
Yes.
Did you get something out of this?
I really did.
What did you get out of it?
I came up here and I was like, I'm going to read the sign and then we can go. But I stayed for an interview, so that was...
I have one more question, and I'm going to free him in a minute. One more question.
Sorry.
One very quick.
She needs to study for SQE.
What line do you think I'd be on?
By the way you're forming questions, I would say you would go to slightly agree or agree.
Thank you very much.
I believe.
I'm on the strongly disagree line.
You are?
Yeah. I have
You're just more open.